Jason, yeah. Dun, dun, whoa. Happy finger Jason, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Let me put that finger in.
This is episode 11. Freddy Fingers Jason. Yeah, this is a weird one. I don't think anyone expected this. They really went in a different genre with this one. This one is a straight up hardcore porn.
Yeah.
I
think we might have.
And it was very progressive for 2003. This is pre-Brokeback Mountain, and it had two horror icons have sex with each other.
Where did
Jason and
Freddy
Bush.
Oh, I thought you were going to say...
Oh, I thought we were talking about the picture of Bush that was in the movie.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Tom Green.
No,
from
I was
Freddy
talking about George W. Bush.
Oh.
Okay.
So that was
the other monster in
Tom
this movie.
Green.
The unsung monster.
The war criminal.
So, anyway, we're just kidding. This is Mixed Reception. I'm Barrett, Sigmund, and...
Don't change the subject.
This is Molly Graham.
Do you not think Bush is a war criminal?
Why are we talking about this?
Molly Graham, Jeff Ballou, Austin Gamlin.
We're here.
Oh no! I saw Vice. Yeah, he's shady.
Yeah, let's.
It was really.
It was all shady.
It was shady.
Yeah, ever seen Vice? Okay, that's how.
Yeah,
I
so
know
like
shit.
I saw
much
Vice,
like the thing between Chaney and Bush, we have Freddy and Jason.
Yeah.
So I would say so Freddy would be the Bush, and then
honestly,
no. Freddie would be Chaney, and then Jason would be Bush.
Freddie using
Jason. Yep.
I could not be more checked out of this conversation.
All right,
okay, let's get into it.
So Vice is a good movie. We'll talk about that another
Never
day.
seen it.
It's really good.
But I did grow up in America, so I know all about it.
We saw it in
Stuff
theater.
like that.
Well, I grew up in America, and I didn't know any of that shit.
Oh, I'm sorry. I grew up with an education in America.
Oh.
I saw Vice, and I got my period on my dress during the movie.
She did. I forgot about that. Well, okay. So after this podcast, I was thinking about doing. We're going to do a 6-part series on.
Vice came out a couple years ago. You weren't like 13 when Vice came out. It wasn't like you didn't know what a period was.
No,
you had to go through
period.
You had to like at least a decade of periods.
Yeah, wait. I'm pretty bad at controlling them.
I do want to know what we're going to be doing a 6-part series on.
So 6-part series, I was thinking, while we're on the subject of Vice, we're going to talk about, it's going to be me and Molly, we're going to talk about like our experience with the movie Vice and how she got her period. So
that will be one episode.
So it's going to be 6 parts.
Oh, just that conversation.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. But today we're talking about Freddy versus Jason. This is one of the few I had not seen. I think this was everybody's first time seeing it. Correct?
Oh, yes.
Correct.
And I gotta say, I heard this movie sucked.
What?
Yeah.
Only an idiot would say something.
And I gotta say, so I had low expectations, but I gotta say, I had a blast. And I think
it was a good
we were all kind of talking outside on the porch, and I think we're kind of like, oh, we need to watch the Nightmare on Elm Street movies. I think we like Freddy better.
This is when I realized, why are we watching Jason?
Yes.
The whole Jason series is awful.
Freddy's what it's
Freddy
all about.
is so much cooler. He has better rules. I'm more interested in him.
He cracks
He does cooler things. Yeah,
he says
jokes.
bitch all the time.
He's always saying bitch. He transforms into whatever he fucking wants.
He fingers
Freddy. I mean Jason.
Fingers his mouth.
No,
Who doesn't like child murder?
Freddy has a personality, and that's the thing that you can't say about Michael Myers and Jason Voorhees. I mean,
we don't know about Michael Myers.
Oh, I've seen those movies. He's.
I think I've only seen one of those.
Yeah.
I've seen one of all these.
So, like, an early 2000s horror movie is my favorite type of horror movie.
Molly was scared during this movie.
I was scared during it. I love, like, Scream 4 is incredible to me.
That was, like, 2011.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I guess
like,
the first 10
Scream.
years of... The first 10 years of 2000, because I also really like Prom Night with Brittany Snow. I feel like that was like 08-ish.
2000s made scary movies good again.
Yeah, so
I disagree, and we'll get into it when we talk about the reboot, but like I feel like horror was kind of dead in the 2000s because of all the remakes. I feel like every year you got a lot of remakes.
Yeah. I'm thinking Saw. I'm thinking Scream.
Yeah, well, yeah, you had a couple of new ones.
I'm not a Saw girl, but I like a teen slasher.
Yeah.
Prom Night remake.
Prom Night's good though.
I haven't seen the remake.
Scream wasn't a remake, and Scream was
96 though.
Okay.
Well, it was 96.
My point is, I just think the early 2000s, it was just like for every like you had like one or two good. For every like original
when did
thing,
the
like
remake
Saw,
of
whatever
Chainsaw Massacre?
That was 2003.
Okay.
Which
I thought that was a good.
That
remake.
was a good one. That was one of the few good ones. And guess who directed the Friday the 13th reboot? The guy who directed Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Reboot.
Yeah. So
I
haven't seen it. Yeah. But okay, so to get into this movie, I really want to like revisit. I've only seen two of the.
Let's get into the overall plot.
Yeah, Molly, do your thing where you always describe the plot. Do that.
You're good at that.
Okay. So in this movie, we start out Freddy. So Freddy can only kill in people's dreams, but he feeds off of people being afraid of him. So no one's afraid of him anymore. So he gets Jason to come alive again. Even though Jason lies dormant, he's like a volcano.
He's in hell.
And I want to say one thing before you continue.
Okay.
This movie is coming out right after Jason Goes to Hell. They pretend like Jason Goes to Space, Jason X doesn't exist.
So I looked into it.
Jason Goes to Hell ends with Freddy's. But in chronological order of them coming out.
Yeah.
Chronological.
Yeah.
It's it's a little confusing at first, but I mean, one ends with fucking Freddy's hand digging his mask into the thing, so it's obvious that it's picking up from there. Sorry, continue.
In hell, he gets Jason to go back up and start killing. He's like, go to Elm Street.
He pretends to be his mom.
Because when you're dead, when Jason's dead, he's really just in a deep sleep. So Freddy can go into his dream and appear as whoever he wants because he can control the dream. So he appears as his mom, which he's not very good at it because it's clearly not his mom from the first one.
Right. But hey,
more of that.
It convinced Jason. I mean, if a 20-year-old in his mom's sweater can convince him, like in the second one, then that makes sense.
You get a little lamb chop puppet, like, hey, it's me, your mom. Jason, go hurt
Which
Elm
one
Street.
of these is not like the other? Which one of these are just not the same?
I just got the Lamb Chops play along song stuck in my head. Lamb Chops play along. Anyway, go on.
So Jason goes back and starts killing kids on Elm Street, which sparks talk of Freddy again. Everyone starts getting hyped up, afraid of Freddy. Boom. Freddy's back. Strong again.
And I love
Freddy's back.
He's not strong again,
wow.
by the way.
I got to bring one thing
that's
up.
What I mean, though. He gets his strength built up and he's back.
So after the first Jason kill in this film, the cop's like, we don't say Freddy, okay? We don't talk about Freddy Krueger around here.
Like right in front of the girl who was like, who's that?
Yeah. And we find out that
they're covering it up too.
Yeah. Any kid that does know about Freddy has been all thrown into this insane asylum where they're being given hypnosol.
Yeah, the most bullshit fake on the nose drug. What, hypnosol?
We make you go sleepy by no dreaming.
No, it makes you this drug makes you not dreams. Like
sleepy
what?
Dreamy time.
That's what it should be called instead of hypnosol. Is sleepy time, no dreams.
That's actually interesting to see the way the town deals with Freddy by just they lock away anyone who knows. Yeah, and it works until they get old Jason to go.
But so Jason starts killing on Elm Street,
and it pisses Freddy off,
and it brings back word of the thing, and also the people in the insane asylum who were friends with these people in high school or middle school or wherever. They see it on the TV, so they escape the insane asylum to go make sure that everyone's okay. And then they go tell everyone about Freddy.
That might be the dumbest.
And that's what fucking gave everyone, Freddy, the strength. all of a sudden everyone's scared of this guy named Freddy Krueger in your sleep.
She's like, I had a really bad dream. They said, 1, 2, Freddy's coming for you. And then that guy comes up and he's like, 3, 4, you better lock the door.
Yeah, that was.
But don't be scared of Freddy.
Yeah.
I like that character.
But he only exists if you know about him and you fear him. But he will kill you.
Yeah.
So let me tell everyone in this hallway all about it.
He did fuck up.
Speaking about hallway scene.
Oh my God, Evangeline Lilly from Lost is in this movie.
Kate
Crossover.
And honestly, I was thinking, wouldn't it be cool if Hurley was in that insane asylum with those kids?
Right.
I think this is a Lost Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street shared universe.
In fact, I think this episode should
And
come
at
out
that
both
hospital-
Misperceptions and Get Lost.
Yeah.
And
This is again Lost.
Also,
This is what happened after season 2.
Also, the hospital had Jack Shepherd was in there doing surgery.
Oh, hospital.
For sure.
Yeah. And then Charlie was in there with like rehabilitation.
Yeah, he was there for sure.
He was in there stealing the
morphine.
Yeah. Fun. He was like, Hypnosol? I'll take some.
It's crazy. This was like a year before Lost premiered, so she was just about to
right before her big break.
Yeah.
She was about to break out.
She was probably
Did
like
Lost come out in 2003?
2004. This came out in 03.
Interesting.
But I think it's interesting. Like, God, this movie was in development hell, and they could not come up with a story. But this movie it's so simple.
It's simple but perfect.
Yeah, it's so perfect how they like brought these two together.
Yes.
I like how they did it. So so it starts out as like a collab. Jason or Freddy's using Jason to get the hype up so Freddy can come back. But then Freddy starts getting pissed because Jason can't stop killing. So he's killing everyone before Freddy gets the chance.
Yeah, there's one scene where this girl is passed out on the ground because she's so wasted.
Fun party
she's
girl.
getting raped.
So she's in her dream.
Oh, she's gonna get raped by a guy with glow sticks on? That was weird.
Yeah,
That was
so,
really
yeah,
weird.
so,
I did not enjoy that.
In her
That was
dream,
good.
she's running from Freddy. Freddy's about to kill her. In reality, she's about to be raped by a man who is taped with glow sticks all over his body.
Which is more terrifying.
And right. And then
choose?
right before fucking Freddy goes to kill her, just blood spurts out of her all over Freddy. And it cuts to the scene where you see Jason stabbing the two of them together on the stick.
I gotta say something about this scene. I don't think I've ever had more respect for Jason than when he tried to kill the rapist that was raping that girl. He just stabbed a little too far.
He stabbed too far.
Yeah, he's an SJ.
He was trying to save her.
Right.
He killed the girl.
He
Yeah.
killed the rapist in Manhattan,
Yeah,
too.
that's true.
When he went to
He
Manhattan.
doesn't like rapists.
Yeah, also he doesn't like black people because they did punch a black guy's head off too. But we don't talk about that.
Yeah.
Well,
we don't talk.
Well, Jason kills
Well, horror
everybody
movies
equally.
don't like black people.
That's true. They don't.
that's a
Hey,
horror
Kelly
movie.
Rowland made it pretty far.
That's
in
an
the
American
movie.
she
thing.
did.
Okay, Kelly Rowland scene at the end was cringy. She
Yeah.
was like, "Come here, faggot!" Like it was bad.
Oh, and he's like, "Oh, some dark meat." I was like, "This is not
Yeah,
okay."
and then
So that was bad, and then she used the F word, which was also
yeah,
bad.
And then she started
Very
roasting him.
2000.
she started roasting him.
And those roasts were not good roasts.
No, they were like my roast with Austin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, Kelly Rowland's was a little better, but still.
That was a very 2003.
Yeah, that was like the worst part of the movie. I was like, oh god, she's not a good actress. Well, nobody's really a good actor. in
She's
this
like,
movie.
you know what, Freddy? You're a really gross dude.
She was like, and you think you're scary? You think those nails on your fingers are scary?
What are they?
Like,
Butter knives?
yeah, oh, cool, you have butter knives.
Also,
And I was just like, kill her already. She's
her and the nerd.
dying. She's already dying on stage. Just get her over with.
Yeah.
They were booing her off the stage.
Yeah, it was
yeah.
a cringy improv set. Also, her.
I don't think it was improv. I think that was written.
You think that was written?
Absolutely.
For sure, yeah.
100%.
Actually, no, because of the research I did, it was like the writers were actually pissed off about the F word.
Oh.
And I honestly think
But
that
they
was
kept it in. Oh, well, I
That
guess
was ad-lib.
writers don't really have to have a choice. So
Yeah,
Right,
They
right.
write it. And
Well,
then
they didn't
go.
write it though. They didn't write that
Right.
big line. I think that was just like. Do
I
some
think she
ad-lib.
just added that one word.
Yeah.
But I don't imagine her going in an improv roast battle mode and them keeping it. I like if that was the improv, don't you think they would say cut? No, go through the fucking lines because you suck at this.
Get your butter knives.
Also,
What
happened to the nerd character? Did he die?
He died. Yeah.
He died.
I don't remember him dying.
He was on the
woods.
tree.
Yeah, because him and Kelly Rowland had like a little moment.
Yeah.
We thought they were gonna.
Well, he was like dying, and he was like, "No, I'm fine. You go."
And they showed him bleeding out.
Yeah, as soon as
that
he
was
left,
He was like the wackest. He was like an incel nice guy, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then she tells him off too.
Yeah.
I was just like, this is cringy.
Yeah.
Some of the characters sucked.
Oh, the acting was awful.
The acting
but in a
was bad.
fun way.
Yeah, it was
in a
fun.
fun way.
Yeah, I think this is like one of the few that like this is what we want. It has everything we want.
Yeah.
It's got the good kills. It's got great action. It is stupid.
Yeah.
I don't think it had the best kills out of
No, it did,
the
but it did
Jason
have some good
movies.
kills.
It had some good
Oh,
ones.
I got my best kill.
Oh,
yeah, we'll get to that.
Detail.
Also, this is just a complete cartoon too. Like everybody, when they get punched, they just fly.
Oh,
Yes,
God.
it's super.
I don't know how I
punches.
feel about that.
Every time
I thought it was
there
fun.
is, oh,
It was funny,
never mind,
but I was
I'll
just
wait
like,
for the best kill. I just remember my favorite kill.
Should we get into
Also-
the categories?
Well, not yet. I actually want to like bring up something that I thought was cool. Like we actually kind of get to see a little bit of like what actually happened when Jason drowned.
But that was
Oh,
a
yeah.
dream.
That was a dream.
But it was Jason's dream.
But Freddy was controlling
But I
it.
think that was like his memory, though, wasn't
So
it?
He was getting picked on
I
hard.
don't know.
I don't know. I just like kind of like.
I
it.
assumed
I thought that was
it-
cool.
but yeah, like towards the end of the movie, they break back into the insane asylum. They get these shots of like tranquilizer, so that Freddy takes over the body of some stoner who randomly was friends with
Oh
them.
yeah, that I got a problem. Like, why is he attacking the
No,
log?
there's
Why
no
did the
reason.
worm smoke a hookah?
What's the why? That was funny, but like, why are there so many worms in this series? Like, I would not
Yeah.
think there would be 2 worms in this franchise.
Right. And there's like little maggots that like his flesh would turn into. But
That CGI was terrible.
Oh
too.
god, the CGI was so bad.
So Freddy takes over a kid's body, and then
Called
when
Jay.
Yeah, is this Jay?
Like
Like
he
Smokey
looks just like Jay and Silent Bob. Jay,
Yeah. But he has like some fucking syringes filled with tranquilizer, and then he's standing there while Jason comes up and he stabs him with the tranquilizer, makes Jason go to sleep.
That was cool. I actually like that.
So therefore, then while he makes him go to sleep, the kid gets cut in half, and now if Jason's sleeping, Freddy is in his dream. And the kids decide to tie Jason up as he's asleep, put him in the van,
Pump him
and
full of tranquilizers.
so much, like every 5 seconds, they're putting another shot of tranquilizer in him, and just drive him to fucking Silver Lake.
Crystal Lake.
Crystal Lake.
I wish it was Silver Lake though. I like that.
Yeah.
She said Silver Lake.
Is it Silver Lake?
It's Crystal Lake.
Silver Lake's something to do with a different horror movie, right?
I don't know.
Isn't Jaws in Silver
That's
Lake?
Amity.
Is there an alligator that's in Silver Lake in some movie?
No, you just made this up.
What is Silver Lake?
You just made it up.
Yeah, literally. You
did.
you got Crystal confused with Silver, and then you called Silver.
Hey,
I'm going to Gold Lake.
What is
It depends
Silver
on-
Lake?
It depends on the anniversary on which kind of lake. it
Right.
is.
It's a residential and commercial neighborhood in the east central region of Los Angeles, California.
Oh, is that what you were thinking of?
that must have been what you were
There's
thinking,
gotta
Jeff.
be a-
Oh yeah.
Also, this is like my favorite line of the movie where like Jason's getting killed in his dream and they have to give mouth to mouth and like the main dude's just like, just give him mouth to mouth.
I got asthma.
Oh yeah, and the nerdy kid's like, I can't, I have asthma. Otherwise I would do it. And Kelly Rowland's like, no, hell no. And I love when they like.
She does not speak that way.
No, that was the
That's
cringiest.
not how she speaks in this movie at all.
No, it's
That
not.
was
Is she a
almost as
black
bad
woman?
as-
Yes. Does she speak that way? No.
That was almost as bad as Kelly Rowland using the.
That's why
That was very
I'm just trying to get on her level.
She. Well, I mean,
laughed when
I'm on
like,
her
Jason
side. Like,
fell through the when the van crashed and Jason just goes flying out.
Oh,
That
God.
was-
and
was
anytime someone exits a scene in this movie, they are
Like,
flying. They
Yeah.
just-
Oh man. God, what a gem.
But yeah, she's being told that she needs to give him fucking mouth to mouth to save him from drowning in his sleep, and he is coughing water out of his mouth.
Yeah, what do you think's gonna happen?
He also is like a body that's been killed and like reanimated 100 times. Like
like
he's been buried. His skin is basically maggots, and he's coughing water out. And they're like, "Give him mouth to mouth."
Like I don't think they know how mouth to mouth works.
Yeah.
Right.
Because if there's a whole bunch of water in your lungs, mouth to mouth won't do much.
If you're coughing out water.
Yeah,
I was bummed. I actually wanted.
He was breathing.
I actually wanted that scene where they were going to do mouth to mouth with Jason. It didn't happen because it stopped. They crashed like right when she was about to do it.
I think they
that
probably
hilarious.
They originally probably wrote it that they did do that scene, and then someone was like, "This makes no sense." He is coughing, which means don't give him mouth to mouth. And he's fucking pushing water out, which means don't give him mouth to mouth. Like. Mouth to mouth doesn't work that way. You don't breathe out oxygen, by the way. You breathe out carbon monoxide.
Right. Yeah. Also, he can't die. Like nothing will kill him.
No. Yeah.
Right.
He's
so
Superman.
who cares?
Yeah.
Plus, like,
yeah.
you have two people trying to kill you. If one dies, who cares?
I do want to say you breathe out carbon dioxide, not carbon
monoxide. I was gonna say like.
Okay, you're right.
Not if you huff as much gasoline as I do.
Hey.
I'm trying to think what else we can talk about before we move on. I think the fight's great. The fight is awesome. There's actually like
Jason versus Freddy fight.
Yeah, I love when
it's a lot of fun.
I love when he's just like smashing him through all those windows.
Oh god!
Oh wait. Okay, so
there's like two really. There's like two fights.
So there was the fight in Jason's dream,
while
he's being transported to Crystal Lake. There's a whole fight.
I don't know why they have to take him to Crystal Lake, but anyway.
I think they said that he'll at least have home turf.
What the fuck does that mean?
Like,
I guess
I don't know.
He knows
Who
the way
cares?
of the land.
Let's move to the
It's like if the Carolina Panthers are playing at home, they have a better chance of winning.
They'll still lose.
Carolina Panther. But yeah, then when Jason gets flown out of the bus, or the van,
which was a great van, by the way. I love that.
Such
van.
a cool van.
It was pretty dope.
I guess that woke him up. And then also,
it kills most people.
What brought Freddy into the real world?
Okay,
so
you kept being confused.
Yeah.
I'm still very confused.
The girl was asleep. Freddy went.
Yeah, she snuggled
girl.
up with Jason.
Yeah.
And took a little tranquilizer and cuddled up.
Yeah.
So Freddy went after the girl when she was asleep. She grabbed him and then woke up. And then
so
Freddy
you can
rolls
bring
if you hold him.
As you wake up,
you pull him.
Okay.
Into
you can bring Freddy into the real world. That's the thing.
You just have to be touching him while you wake up.
Yeah, exactly.
See, here's why you're confused.
Cool. This is good rules.
Right, exactly.
This is why I'm confused. Go ahead, say it.
I was going to say it's because it doesn't exist in the world of Jason because there are no rules in the world of Jason.
Zero rules. Yeah. All the rules they have in Jason are just stolen from Halloween.
Yeah.
I bet Halloween has better rules than this. Jason is a horrible franchise. If anyone is still listening to this fucking podcast, don't watch Jason.
Worry, nobody is.
Well,
watch all the Freddy movies and then check out this one Jason movie.
But also watch the Jason movies and listen to this podcast.
Watch 6 and then watch 8 and 2.
I think that maybe I just think Jason, they've made the franchise go on for too long. Like it was very like
it was bad from the start.
Should have stayed there.
Yeah.
The first fucking movie was awful. The second one was awesome.
I would say that.
And then the third and fourth were awful again.
Well, I just mean that's kind of the time. Those were the movies that were popular, and then
I disagree with it.
I will agree with you. I think, and granted, I've only
Evil Dead is the original Evil Dead in the 70s, fucking great horror film.
Well, it was funny.
You're thinking Evil Dead 2.
They were both kind of funny.
Evil Dead 2 was in the 80s.
Yeah, Evil Dead 2 was basically Evil Dead 1, but made
Evil
to
Dead
be funny.
2 is
but
one of
Evil
my
Dead
favorite
1
movies.
was still very funny. It was very corny and campy.
I
don't think it was.
It's hard. Honestly, it's hard to defend this series. I mean, but I will say, like, I think, and that's why I want to jump into the Nightmare movies, because I think, Freddy has a, he's cracking jokes. He's got a personality.
yeah, I like Freddy.
I also like how
But these movies are
2
still
minutes
fun.
into this podcast, every time I can tell Molly wants to jump to the categories.
Yeah, Molly.
Well,
Let's just fucking end.
She does she's me when it comes to Lost, because with Lost I try to get to things,
Well,
and then
Well, what do we?
and she just tries to rush through this.
What do we
well,
think?
I try to get to the categories because I don't know if anyone is listening to this podcast, but if you are, you might notice the first part is basically just everyone talking over me, and when I start to talk,
That's just not even true, Molly. What the fuck?
The categories I like because at least everyone pauses and lets me like give my categories. But the opening is just always a bunch of people screaming over me
You're not
as
wrong.
I'm trying to speak.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say, what do we think about that? Before we move on, what do we? The ending? I guess.
I liked it.
Jason
It was
wins,
silly.
I guess.
But then Freddy winks.
Yeah,
Freddy does the wink.
So none of them can die. I don't know.
Yeah.
Stupid.
It was so dumb and
Yeah, I'm
awesome.
pretty sure none of them died.
The ending was fine to me. I thought it
I liked
held
it.
up with the whole movie.
I mean, I could go without the wink.
The wink was a little
of
much.
the headless
Yeah.
fucking.
The wink made me laugh. Like, I don't think that was made to be taken seriously.
No.
Yeah.
This
But
whole movie is
this
making me
movie-
take it seriously.
Yeah, but this movie wasn't making me laugh like the other ones do, where I laugh at how dumb and absurd the movie is. Except for like,
I chuckled quite a bit. This was what
I mean, the
wanted
kicks,
Jason
the
X to be.
kicks,
Right.
the kicks and the hits that like made anytime someone got hit by a hand, they would fly 50 feet through the air. That made me laugh.
I think so many things made me laugh in this
Rolls.
movie.
I don't know how I feel about the 50. Like that, I know this series is just absurd at this point. I just don't know how I feel about them getting launched 50 fucking feet in the air.
just for being slapped. It'd be
silly.
like,
I mean, it
they
was
just
funny.
fly.
It was funny. I just don't know how I
It's a
feel.
silly
Like
ha-ha time.
I agree.
the best part is when I know I've said this before, but when that fan crashes and Jason just I laughed out loud. That was so.
He
dumb.
gets sucked out like of the
Yeah.
fucking van like it's Jason X.
Yeah. Oh, God.
All right, so
funny.
categories, Molly. Best kill.
Oh my god.
She's excited.
Best kill. For me, there's actually two that are really great, but my favorite one is
Just
when,
say one.
Is when he.
He always likes to list a
I know,
bunch
he's
before
like,
he
let me
lets
say
anyone
seven.
else speak.
I'm so excited. I just love deaths. I love killing. Yeah, when the bed gets folded up on the dude who got stabbed.
That's a
Which
great
that
kill.
boyfriend was a dickhead.
Yeah.
I just got done fucking you. Go take a shower, stinky ass.
No,
pussy.
yeah, like they just finished having sex, and she's like cuddled up to him. He goes, "Come on, you know I don't like being touched after sex." And I'm just like, she's
That's
like,
fine.
Actually, shower.
I'm actually on his side. I just nutted. I just nutted. I want my me time. But the way he was a dickhead. Yes.
I can't fall asleep in like a cuddly mode. Like I don't like to be like cuddling while I try to fall asleep. If I'm tired and want to go to sleep, I can't. I need to be spread out. I don't like people touching me while I'm trying to fall asleep. But like
The shower thing was a little
right
much.
after having sex,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be like, don't.
You
touch
know I
that.
don't like to be touched.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even if I think it, I don't say
Right.
it.
Even if I'm
Also,
like,
doesn't he say, I'm not going to ask you twice? Like,
Yeah.
damn, this dude's a fucking
oh
ass.
yeah,
He goes,
Yeah.
I'm going upstairs.
he's
You
the
coming?
worst.
I'm not going to ask you twice.
Like the kill itself was awesome,
Yeah.
but it's also even more satisfying because this guy, you wanted him to die. He was
Yeah,
a
he
fucking
was
piece of
sucked
shit.
out.
Yes, definitely. Who
Uh,
else? Who wants to go next?
Well, fuck, Barrett. You
I
know,
know Vera took my favorite one too.
Same.
The sandwich mattress.
the sandwich mattress was. I think objectively that was the best.
That was the best.
Yeah.
kill.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was definitely my favorite one.
I'm not sure. Okay,
It wasn't, I know it wasn't
so
punk enough.
my first one.
Was it? Yeah, I'm
It wasn't punk
My
enough.
fir-
just gonna give the contrarian view real
Yeah.
quick.
I like the one that was off camera.
when you think about it, it was actually the best. No, I'm not sure if this was a kill or not, and I don't remember who he was attacking. But at one point, Jason slung his machete at someone instead of like it usually happens in all the Jason movies, including this one. At times, the machete just goes right through them and they get cut in half. This time, for some reason, when he swung the machete, it launched them into the wall across the room.
Oh my god!
There's one point where
Is that the Kelly Rowland kill?
No, that actually was the kill because it was the nerd boy. And remember, he knocked into something
Oh,
on
yeah.
the wall.
Oh, yes.
And he ends up bleeding out in the wall.
Yeah, so I
counts.
guess it counts as a kill. Yeah, he fucking goes with his machete,
So bizarre.
and I guess he
bizarre.
accidentally turns his
Yeah.
machete sideways, so it's just the blunt side or something, and knocks the kid fucking 50 feet into the wall where he gets stabbed on the wall.
That
And I
was
was just
good.
like, what? Okay, now Jason doesn't know how to use a machete?
Yeah, Jason knows one thing, and it's how to use a machete.
Right.
You know?
Oh yeah.
And how to wear a hockey mask.
Yes.
I don't.
It's hockey.
I don't think he has a choice about the hockey mask anymore. I think that thing's embedded into his
Yeah, it looks like
Yeah,
his
it looks like
skull's
it's
starting to
growing
grow
out.
right now. It's like a tree.
I
Yeah.
did. So you guys agree with me that was the best kill?
Yeah.
I did.
No,
think-
I don't, but
Well, of course,
right.
Jeff doesn't.
Yeah,
but,
it wasn't.
no, because I
Some
think
honorable
that it's-
mentions. I did like when he's possessed, the stoner dude's possessed, and then he tranks Jason, but Jason like cuts him in half.
Yeah,
That was
a
great.
great. That was a great scene.
He throws the flaming machete and it hits the fat dude.
That
The high
was
schooler
okay.
who looks like he's like 37
Oh,
years
what
old.
about
That was
what
actually
about-
a really good part when he's on fire and he's going through the cornfield and just leaving that trail of fire behind him.
It
That
was
was a
great.
that was
scene.
cool as shit.
I mean, he also stabbed the rapist and the rapee.
Yeah,
With one swoop.
Yeah.
That was cool.
that was cool.
I
And
think
then
I
he
liked it
flung
better.
the rapee
He
or the
loves
rapist
he loves to fling.
like
He's a
100 feet in
flinger.
there.
He's a flinger.
He's a flinger.
Oh, what about the guy who he? I mean, this was probably the dumbest and corniest kill, but he just fucking twists this guy's
Ah,
neck very
it goes all the
quickly.
way around.
The
It
way
just
it
turns
looks,
back to
though.
his friend. It looks
Yeah.
so bad. It's
That's
not
the thing.
good.
In this movie, like I was thinking, like if this was made in the '80s, because remember Part 7, they wanted Part 7 to be this one,
Right.
but they couldn't get the rights or whatever.
Right.
And I was just thinking, if this was made in the '80s, like it would be practical. Like Kelly Rowland getting her nose.
Oh god, we
yeah.
didn't even talk about
That
that.
looked
Well,
horrible.
that wasn't a kill, but
I know it wasn't a kill, but my point is, it's like
it looked awful.
The
It looked,
CGI in this movie is just terrible.
All right.
It is.
So
It
the
is.
audience-
digital blood.
the
It
audience-
probably looked awesome at the time.
The audience needs to know. They need to know. All right, so Kelly Rowland falls asleep, and Freddy Krueger comes up. He's not quite strong enough to do kills yet, but he goes, boom! He puts his little hooks in her nose, and he goes, "Got your nose," and then pulls it clean off.
Yeah, and then her nose just gets ripped off, and then she wakes up and nothing happened.
Yeah.
But
But that was still a very
It
funny
was
moment.
fun. I liked it.
But yeah, Jason did something similar in like I think it was 4, where he turned the guy's head around. And like that was like practical, looked so much better. Than
Yeah,
this.
you're right.
This was just like, oh god.
Yeah. There's practical effects like are always going to be better.
Yeah. Ugh.
Yeah.
All right. Best nude scene. I think we can all agree. The opening one, right?
Yeah.
That was like the only one.
With the fake
really.
tits? Fake
Yeah.
titties? Did we see one real tit in this movie?
I think
We saw a lot of
did,
fake
did we
tits.
see the girl who was cuddling and he was like, "Get away with me"?
I think her
We
tits
saw
were
her tits
fake.
in the shower, but it was only a top view.
Yeah.
You couldn't really tell.
So
Yeah.
No, the top view you could tell they were perfectly round.
Yeah, they were very circular.
They were like dense.
Yeah.
They
Okay.
looked like fake tits.
I didn't get that as good of a view as you guys. I guess I guess I wasn't paying that much attention.
I don't know. I mean, it was only like a bird's eye view of the tits,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
they looked fake as hell
No.
to me, as someone who doesn't know too much about tits.
The first
But
pair
they look fake as fuck.
Trust
definitely
me,
fake.
real tits, they're floppy, sagging.
Right?
Yeah,
they're
I
not.
like a-
they're
I like
not
a little bit of
attractive.
sag.
Like
There's
real
nothing-
tits are just hideous
There's
things.
nothing I like
Honestly,
better
no.
than 80s
Wrong.
tits. You know what I'm saying?
That's
80s
Real
tits.
tits, yeah, real tits
Real
look like
80s
tumors
tits.
growing off the body,
Yes.
and these look like
Sometimes they are.
floppies. You know, you
Sometimes-
grab them,
Sometimes
you grab
they
them, and they
are.
feel like a bag of
Is it
sand.
breast
You know what I mean?
Cancer Awareness Month.
There's so many
I
conversations.
actually think it is breast cancer awareness month.
So this month we would like to donate to breast cancer awareness.
Yeah. We've seen a lot
Hey,
of tits.
maybe you shouldn't make fun of fake titties because
Yeah.
maybe it's because
They had
someone
a
went
double
through fucking
mastectomy.
cancer and had to get their tits taken
Yeah.
off, and then they had to have new ones put
So-
in.
I always
Alright.
wondered that if you had to get
Schedule
your
your
breasts
mammogram
hacked
today.
off.
Then you get a boob job.
Okay.
Wouldn't you? I would if I
You
was a
get
woman.
you get like prosthetic boobs.
Yeah.
because when they remove your boob entirely, like you can't always get a boob job, but you can get like a bra that has like boobs just in it.
You can't always
Really?
get
Yeah.
what you want.
That sucks.
Yeah.
You can't even get a boob job out of having cancer nowadays. Ugh.
I want
I
to
think
say
you
my
can
favorite
sometimes.
nude
Okay.
scene.
Yes.
It's going to be a contrarian.
Oh, wait.
I got
You're
a
not
very-
Jeff, though. You're Austin.
I got a punk rock fucking nude scene, okay?
Ooh.
And it's when that dude fucking moons the window and
Oh, that does count. That does count.
I'm with
Okay.
Austin.
Yeah, I'm changing my vote, too.
Yeah, not good nudes in this movie.
No.
There weren't that many. There was the one of her going skinny dipping.
That
and then
was
there
the
the one
one
in the
else.
shower.
And they had sex too, and the guy's like, "Fuck me, baby." Okay.
Is that the first, the guy?
I'm
getting-
gonna
The
say
only
my
sex
favorite
we
nude
saw,
scene was when Freddy turned into that little caterpillar with the hookah.
Ooh.
Because he was kind of naked in that.
Yeah, that caterpillar was naked. I did not see a Christmas sweater.
And he was
Honestly?
flickering his little tongue a lot in this
pretty
movie.
hot
Yeah.
caterpillar if I'm going to talk about
Listen,
caterpillars.
as far as caterpillars go, that was
When I
a
think
good one.
caterpillars, I have not seen a hotter one.
Yeah.
No.
I love when Freddy's fucking with Jason in his dream, and like they're fucking with Jason, throwing in the water, and like counselors aren't paying attention, and like it's Freddy.
Oh, wait,
and
wait.
Freddy is like fucking this
That's
dead
right.
chick. And
That's
he's
probably
like,
my
"Ah."
favorite nude. Yeah,
good.
I'm changing mine. That's my
God.
favorite new one. Because it's just like,
What a gem of a scene that
Yeah,
was.
they're
That was-
just-
It
oh
really
my
was a
god.
treat.
it's just
Yeah.
two camp counselors fucking on the porch in front of all these kids.
Right? Like in broad daylight.
And then when he gets closer, like you realize that it's like Freddy turns and it's Freddy instead of the guy, and then the girl is just a naked dead girl, and she like slumps over the side, and he's like, "Pretty cool, huh?" And then he like grabs her arm and starts like waving with it, and he's like, "Hi."
Hey.
Freddy is scary, dude. Freddy is so much creepier and scarier. Like,
So much.
It's the fact that he's having fun with all of it. You don't know if Jason's having fun or anything with
He doesn't
all
show
of this.
emotion.
He doesn't have emotions.
No.
He's not a person.
He's got a small brain. All he knows how
He's
to do
a
is
robot. He's a
Yeah.
robot.
kill. Yeah.
He's real.
Freddy's a real person.
Yeah.
Jason's a robot.
Yeah.
All
And
right.
Also, Freddy fucks.
Name of my
Yeah.
new album coming out.
I rest my case.
Freddy is creepier. He's funnier.
He fucks.
He fucks. He says bitch a lot.
He can swim.
Love it. I love all
Honestly,
of that.
you could play a drinking game every time you said bitch.
Yeah, bitch.
Like he literally said
Yeah,
that after like
bitch.
every line. Okay, dumbest moment. There wasn't anything like. I mean, the whole movie's dumb.
There are so many dumb movements. But
All right,
like,
you
none
go-
that I want to bring up. They were so dumb, but I loved all of them. Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with every time like somebody gets flung 50 feet. It's
Yeah.
funny. It's funny. I think it's a little too much. For
Hold
me.
on. I have a really good one.
Yes, go ahead.
My dumbest moment of the movie was that the people who fucking escaped the insane asylum went straight to a high school and told everyone about Freddy Krueger.
Yes.
They went straight
That
into
was
a high
dumb.
school and
Yeah.
was
dumb,
like,
dumb moment.
and they were like, "Ooh, you don't know Freddy Krueger?" They tell everyone, and then like 5 minutes later, they're like, "Well, yeah, Freddy can only exist when people know about him and fear him." And then that guy's like, "Oh no! Oh no!
Yeah,
Oh, I did you do?"
I
Yeah.
think that moment was so dumb that the guy realized how dumb he was.
Right, right. You
That
don't
wasn't
get that
dumb.
much in
Another
these
dumb
movies.
moment was when they are breaking into the mental hospital and they're with a cop,
Yeah.
and the cop's like sneaking behind him too. I'm like, why?
He's letting like the
Yeah.
kids lead the way.
Yeah,
And it's
like,
like a fucking police
You are,
officer.
Alright.
like you can get in there.
Oh,
Go.
I actually got one, but you go first.
All right, so my dumb moment of the epi is pretty much right after the one that you mentioned, Molly, and it's when that Jay,
Yeah.
he's got the beanie on,
Love it.
and him and the nerd dude are in like that computer room, and it's like a very tense moment. They're trying to fucking get the sleeping all or
Hypnosol.
hypnosol or whatever it is.
Whatever
Yeah,
it is.
and that guy's like, "Hey, why don't we take a joint break and smoke some weed?"
Like,
Like,
yeah! So they're like in the middle of breaking into an insane asylum
Yeah.
while there are two like fucking killers who aren't from this world looking for them.
Right.
The cop.
Also,
And they're with
one
a cop.
and he says, like, what's he gonna do? Arrest me? Like, yeah, probably, because that's illegal, dude. Probably.
But also, like, why would you want to get high right now?
Yeah.
You are running for your life.
Also, why is he with them in the first place? Like, he's not friends with them.
I
Like,
have no idea how he popped
it's
up.
It's weird. And even the nerd guy.
He was at the fucking party in the middle of the cornfield.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden he was like,
it's like when you and
part
all
of the
your
gang.
friends, when you and all your friends are at a party and you're like, hey, bro, let's just go back to our place. Then you end up back at your place and
there's
like your
one
friends,
person
and
you
there's
don't
like
know.
one random who
Right.
just like lingered there and followed you all.
right.
You're like, oh god. who's
Yeah,
that
like,
guy?
who is this?
Yeah.
And why does he keep wanting to smoke joints while our lights are in danger?
Yeah, we're like, we're busy.
Another moment that Austin brought up was like the I guess the main dude who was like was in a relationship with the main girl.
Yeah.
But he was in the insane asylum. And he's like, wait a minute, like maybe what if like Freddy's using Jason and to like and it's like okay
They all figured it out.
yeah they all figured it out despite like no clues.
Yeah.
Like we laughed at that.
Yeah.
No, like, yeah.
Every line of dialogue is just explaining
Right.
things.
It's just
Halfway through the
exposition
movie,
out of
yeah.
nowhere.
Yes.
They're like,
yes.
wait, this is what must have happened.
No, yeah, halfway through the movie, they were like, maybe the characters should catch up to where the audience is at.
Well, like the main girl, she's like, oh, I just haven't been able to get another boyfriend after my other boyfriend went into an insane asylum, and after my mom died, and my dad,
seemingly killed my
mom, but we don't. It's just like every line of dialogue is just like over explaining everything.
Oh, yeah.
It's not natural at all.
No. But fun. It was fun.
So did we all do dummy? Did we all do dummy of the Momo?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah,
Yeah.
we've covered the dumb moments.
Oh, yeah.
Most annoying character, Jay.
Jay.
Yeah.
I guess.
I guess.
But like,
The nerdy
it's
kid,
so hard to me because like I'm like, Jay wasn't that annoying compared to past fucking movies.
Yeah, the
that
guy in
we've
part
watched.
3 especially.
All right, Jay was annoying, but you know who was more annoying than
Yeah.
Jay? Was the fucking rapist with all the fucking glow sticks.
That's
He
true.
was the
That's
worst.
true.
God, that guy was
Or
awful.
the guy who got
Yeah.
folded in half in the beginning.
Oh,
It
yeah,
was
he was
like,
bad.
Yeah,
too.
he was annoying as shit.
yeah,
There's
yeah. I don't
Actually,
think
you know
I can choose Jay.
He was a grade A asshole.
He was
Yeah.
just a fucking
Yeah.
prick.
Yeah.
He thought he
not
was
gonna
hot
ask you to
shit.
play.
I mean, like, I get it. I
I'm not gonna
don't
ask
like
you
to cuddle
twice.
post nut. You could be nicer about it. She did fuck you.
Yeah.
Like, come on, dude. Yeah, you've changed my mind. It's him, that dude.
Also, don't you think
Nice.
is it weird for like while a girl is riding your dick to be like, yeah, fuck me?
It happens pretty frequently, and it does suck.
Okay.
It's like, okay, yeah, we both know what's happening. Why are we telling him?
I'm a pretty silent fucker, I'm not gonna
Me
lie.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I prefer to be quiet and stare like off to the side. I don't want to really be there.
I prefer to not make any eye contact.
I know eye contact. I try to doze off.
Molly, we're not supposed to talk about our sex
Oh,
life
okay,
until the
sorry.
6-part
You're right.
Vice series.
You're right.
Vice
The
mini
period piece.
I can't believe I forgot you had your period.
Hey.
That is hilarious. I remember that too. Because I remember the movie was over and Molly was just like getting up and like walking really fast. Like, what are we doing? She's like, oh, we gotta go home. I got my period.
I got it on the front of my dress too, which is unheard
That's
of.
impressive.
Oh, also, while we're on the subject, who gives a fuck? The old lady behind us fell down. Dude, this is like the best. We could do a miniseries on this because this is like the best. This is like the best time at the
There
movies
was a
ever.
woman who ate shit, and her whole family just kept watching the movie. No one else.
Yeah, she was like, ah!
Yeah, it was hard.
Oh my god! I mean, like the movie itself, like controversial subject. Molly had her period. An elderly lady
Yeah.
fell down.
I remember those
Also, we had
commercials.
horrible mall food too.
Yeah.
That
What,
was
like lifelines?
help! I'm falling.
It was
Yeah.
like that. It was like your family.
You have the little necklace with the
Well,
button.
guess
on
The
it.
what?
family's like, hey, shut the fuck up. Push your necklace.
Hey, it's a button. We're watching a movie.
Well, guess what, bitch? Dick Cheney ain't gonna help you. They weren't all for Medicare, so fuck you, bitch.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know if they were or not. I don't remember.
No, they weren't. No, I'm sorry.
Most annoying character. Okay, so I'm gonna go with the dude who didn't want to cuddle.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
was an
Fuck
asshole.
that guy.
Yeah.
That's what you're going with? What about you?
Yeah,
That's
same.
what you're
That's
going
what I
with. Austin,
said.
that's what you're going with.
No, I went with
Jay?
Well, you guys went with different things.
most annoying character. Shit, was it Jay? No. Fuck, I had somebody else. Oh, it's the rapist with the
Glow stick
Yeah.
rapist.
Yeah.
Yeah, he sucked too.
Yeah.
Right.
He did a neck kiss. That's adding insult.
I hated that.
Who does a
Yeah.
sensual kiss while you're raping an unconscious body?
Like,
Okay, so I think he was high, but yeah, I'm not defending him. That hot take, guys. I'm not a fan of rape.
No, I'm not. No.
This
just-
podcast
I'm
is
not a
famously
fan of-
anti-rape.
I'm specifically not a fan of sensual rape.
Yeah.
And also, if you're gonna rape,
I
don't
agree.
put glow sticks on yourself.
Sensual rape.
Sensual rape.
Honestly, it stops being sensual when you have glow sticks.
Very true. All the glow sticks taped on. What's the next?
Okay, scariest moment. Now this is the last category, and I gotta say there was a moment. in
Scariest
this.
movie
You think this is the scariest
Yeah.
one?
by far.
All the
Yeah,
Freddy
I
vibes.
agree. I was
Far.
scared.
There were some freaky Friday dreams going on.
There was
I
some
don't know why.
freaky Freddy.
Freaky Freddy Fridays.
Yeah.
I mean, what was the scariest moment?
Yeah.
I like the scene of the cornfield on fire and Jason's on fire and he's flaming and walking across the cornfield. That's pretty good. That was a good Jason moment. Freddy is he's a scary dude.
Yeah.
I think
for
just-
me,
yeah.
the scariest moment though was in the main girl's dream when she walks down the hallway and there's the little girl with her eyes gouged out and she starts like singing the Jason song or the Freddy song.
Yes.
That was the scary. I was like,
I think I have to
fuck
agree.
I gotta
this.
agree with that, yeah.
Like,
really
I-
scary.
One,
Yeah.
two, Freddy's coming for
Freddy,
you.
There's
scary
something-
too.
There's something about little kids in horror movies that is always the thing that freaks me the fuck out.
Yeah, and also that like breathy chanting that's happening.
Yeah. The like distant singing
Yeah.
while there's a little kid. Like, I mean, it makes me think of this video game called Fear that I used to play. That like,
Scary.
oh my god! Every time you turn the corner, you would just see like this little girl like crawl around, and you'd be like, "Fuck, she's here!" And she would always be trying to kill you.
I don't like that.
I think
It's such a scary game.
Yeah.
I think for me, actually the moment. So the girl whose boyfriend told her to go fucking take a shower and wash her smelly vagina. That when she's dreaming and it's like very atmospheric. It's red and it's in that like furnace, and he like slowly comes out of the smoke and he's doing that little tap.
Oh yeah,
With
he's,
his, like,
he's walking down
his
and tapping his
claws.
claws on the rails. as
It's
he
been a
walks.
while since I've seen the first movie. I think he does it in that movie too. He probably does it in a lot.
It's
of them.
very, it's.
But
very,
I was like, this is actually very like creepy and atmospheric. I actually like am kind of digging this. So
Yeah.
that would probably be mine.
Spooky.
Yeah, I gotta stick with the 1-2 Freddy's coming for you, and it wasn't so like that's what I like about it. It wasn't jump scary and it wasn't like gory. It was creepy
I did
and it
not like
fucking
it.
freaked me out.
Yeah, I did not like that. I'm gonna be thinking about that when I wake up in the middle of the night.
Yeah, that's what I look for in a horror movie.
Scared.
Something that keeps me up at night. You
Oh,
know.
yeah. And trust me, a lot keeps me up at night. So.
Okay, trivia. We ready for trivia?
Oh yeah.
I thought this was funny. Ken Kersinger. Kane Otter's not Jason in this one. Kane Otter's a fan favorite. They were like, we're going in a different direction, which I don't know. It's Jason.
It didn't make a difference.
Doesn't
to me.
really-
I gotta say, cool.
Apparently he had some. So he plays Jason, which if you remember, I said this when we did part 8. He was the guy in the diner who Jason throws against the wall.
Oh yeah.
That's the guy who plays Jason is. But I guess he had to
Nice.
do some dental work, and it would have taken too long to take the makeup off. So he like goes into this dental office like dressed as like unmasked Jason, and it freaked out the staff, and they were like, is this guy like an escaped mental patient? Like, what the fuck's going on here?
Yeah.
I don't know. I like stories like that. That happened in part 2, where like the guy got his finger sliced, and he was like in makeup and stuff, and they were like, what the fuck's going on? So I thought that was funny. Apparently, one of the actresses had a problem with the director who like wanted her to do a nude scene. I think it was the chick. Which one was?
Oh, it was probably the main chick.
Which one was Gibb? Was that the one who's
Gibb.
Yeah.
Someone was named Gibb.
I don't know anyone's name in this.
Yeah.
Jenny
know
was the
anyone
main
said.
character.
I think
That's
this
only
was
one
the
I
chick
know.
whose boyfriend
No,
told her
the
to go.
main character's name was Lori.
Oh yeah. You're right. I looked it up because I was like, "Who is that? Who is that?" And it's the chick from Undeclared.
And
Oh,
Dawson's Creek.
Right.
yeah, she never showed her tits.
No, and I wish
Look
she
up,
did.
who was Catherine, the actress Catherine
I bet it was
Isabel.
I think it was the
Catherine
bird-eyed tit
Isabel.
that you guys think were not. You guys think were real titties,
Oh,
and we
that's
think were fake titties.
so it's the girl
Oh,
who.
you're probably right. I was probably a stand-in. She was a tit actress.
It's the girl
She
who
was a
drunk
tit
his
actress.
Yeah, well, it was a stand-in. Because she was like, I don't want to do nudity. And he was like, so I guess they constantly fought on set about that.
Yeah, the drunk girl.
Oh yeah.
Betsy Palmer, who played Jason's mother in the original, was asked to reprise her role.
Yeah, Gib was the drunk girl. Sorry to interrupt you, but I looked it up real quick.
I looked it up and confirmed it while you were ignoring me and looking it up as well.
Well, you just said yeah. You didn't say I confirmed it. You were just like, oh,
I
yeah,
said,
sure,
yeah, it was.
sure.
Okay, sorry.
Continue with your fact spirit.
Well, I think we all kind of complained that, like, the chick who plays Jason's mom in this doesn't look like her.
Yeah,
Well, they tried to get the original actress,
of
Betsy
course.
Palmer.
I assumed.
And she turned it down because she felt the role was too small for her. Like, bitch, what did you think this was going to be?
Who is she, and where? What other
She's
movies
like-
is she in?
She was big, so I'm not very familiar with Betsy Palmer. She, I guess, was more prominent in like the 50s and 60s.
Okay,
And-
when she was young.
Right, when she was young, and she only did the first Friday the 13th movie so she could afford a car. Just do this.
So she was big in the 50s and 60s, but couldn't afford a car.
Right.
So she wasn't big ever, and she thought she was. So she was turning down movies because she thought she was hot shit. You know what?
She
Fuck
thought she
this
was
fucking
so
actress.
hot.
I hate
Yeah.
her. I hate her so much.
Me too.
what?
Is she dead
What?
yet?
She is.
What a
Good.
twat.
Oh my god!
She's gonna.
Also, it's just like, do the fucking movie. You could probably buy another car.
Fucking do it.
Yeah, she could have gotten.
What else are you
Also,
doing?
but the reason why she turned it down is just like the role wasn't big enough. Like, what did you
Then
think?
show up for one fucking day of shooting.
The role wasn't big. Like, what did you think? How much did you think you were going to be in this movie?
Oh my god. I would fucking
Yeah.
kill Jason's mom also.
Yeah.
All right. There was,
Jeez.
so, like I said this before. This was 15 years of development hell. They could not come up with a script that was satisfactory. So there were several early drafts of the script. Okay,
Uh-huh.
so there's 2 twists that were considered
Okay.
that would have connected the past of Freddy Krueger and Jason Voorhees.
Right.
One considered twist was that Freddy either raped or had consensual sexual encounter with Jason's mother, and as a result had unknowingly fathered Jason.
Whoa.
Another twist
That would
considered.
have been dumb as fuck.
Another twist considered was that Freddy had worked at Camp Crystal Lake in the past and had either molested Jason as a child or was somehow connected to his drowning, being a child murderer and a potential sexual
They
offender.
kind of did that in Dream when they had Freddy fucking the counselor.
Yeah, both ideas were but I guess the idea was like
This movie was way better than either of those ideas.
Yeah,
those
those
ideas
ideas
suck.
were
I guess the idea was like if he had like assaulted him or molested him or drowned him, that
Right.
would have given him motivation to
Yeah.
kill Freddy.
Right.
But they thought that the producers thought it was too contrived, which
It was dumb. No, I love the plot of this one.
Yeah.
Like I really like how they did it.
what are we looking at?
I just think your cat's gonna get outside the window again. I don't want to
Hopefully.
be here for that.
What?
No, that's the full screen one.
Okay.
He gets outside the whole screen one.
Right. Some of the
Not
ideas.
the whole screen one, but the whole
The
screen.
whole screen, you know?
Some of the ideas.
HOLE.
Some of the ideas thrown around. There's one script had Jason driving a Subaru. That's stupid. Jason helping the main character.
What?
I almost just drowned on my fucking sip of beer from that idea.
Jason is a lesbian icon.
Yeah, all of a sudden. God, all of a sudden.
Jason
Wait,
drives a Subaru.
Was that when they were thinking like Ellen DeGeneres was gonna play Jason?
Yeah.
Or
That would
what?
have been hilarious.
Jason 14.
Hey, because Jason, Ellen DeGeneres
Jason
is a
drives
mean
a
person,
Subaru.
so she probably would have fit the role of Jason right.
Jason drives a Subaru.
Jason helping the main characters. I don't know how. These are just ideas that they were bouncing off.
He kind of helps. No, he
He
kind
kind
of
of does
He
though in
kinda
this
does.
one.
Yeah.
No, I was still on the Subaru thing. I'm sorry. I couldn't get past it.
Yeah, it's a hard thing to get past.
Yeah.
Jason
drives a Subaru.
I would love for that be the name of it too.
Yeah.
It's not
Friday
Freddy vs.
13th, part 13. Jason drives the Subaru.
That's the one we write. That's the one we write.
He goes on a
After-
cross-country journey and just pitches a tent, drinks some nice Earl Grey in the mornings.
When all these are done,
And then he becomes a
we're
soft
writing
vodka.
Jason drives the Subaru.
I definitely
We're doing
wanna-
a group meet. We're
Yeah.
gonna write Jason.
I do want to do
drives the Subaru.
a Jason sketch.
Yes. We need to write a Jason movie.
The originally one of the ideas was like the final fight instead of Crystal Lake was going to be in a burning mall, which I kind of dig. Like
That would have been cool.
malls
A
were like
mall?
I kind of dig that because malls were like really popular in the 80s. That was like the
But that had
height of
nothing to
malls.
do with this series.
And also, this movie came out in 2003.
Right, well,
malls
they were
were huge
but they
at
were
the time.
developing this
That's true.
they were developing this in the 80s, so it
Right.
kind of makes sense. Freddy killing a girl by turning her into a giant lobster and flesh steaming her. I love that.
That would be
That's
fun.
Now, that's fucking
Yeah.
cool.
See, this is why fucking Freddy's cooler. He can do whatever he wants.
That
Jason
series,
just has to
yeah.
slash people in different ways.
It's so much more imaginative and creative.
Right.
Jason killing a man by shoving a shotgun up his ass.
That's fun. That's fun.
That would have been a fun kill.
A lot of the early drafts had like a Freddy worshipping cult called the Fred Heads.
Oh, God. I want to be a Fredhead.
Lizard people living in the dream world.
Nice.
That's kind of cool.
Okay,
Jason,
so these are like first thoughts of this movie.
No.
there was like
ideas.
so many
Ideas.
drafts of this movie
Yeah.
that
Well,
these
it's
are
just
some
making
of
me
the
think
ideas.
that we can probably write a really good Jason movie.
Yeah.
If we just
I think we
everyone
could.
just write down what you want to see in a Jason movie. Write down the most crazy, obscure bullshit.
And we'll do
Write it down, and we'll all fucking join heads and figure it out, and we'll write this, and then we will act it out for the podcast.
Okay. so-
Okay. I just want to be a Fredhead, though. That's really all I want.
I'm a Fred head.
I'm a Fred
I'm not a Jason head or a
Yeah.
Jason fucking
I'm
not-
mask. I'm not a Jason mask.
I
I'm
got
a
it.
fucking Fred head.
For sure.
You're not a vor head.
Oh!
Oh, she's sucking all the dicks.
Yeah.
That's how you get a forehead in life.
I'm laughing.
I'm gonna insert.
That's gonna be edited out.
I'm gonna-
I think this will be the first edit that
Yeah.
I've never listened to any of these, but I assume that.
Dude, I did have to edit part 8 because we were like arguing. And
Were we hammered?
Well, that's probably
Yeah.
the fun part of it.
actually 7, we were all drunk and you fell asleep on the floor. And that one I listened to and it was surprisingly funny and comprehensive. I was so
Oh,
surprised.
Molly shut the fuck up, and it was good.
Oh, I didn't say it. I
I
didn't say
barely
it.
talk in these episodes. I barely talk. I just sit here and listen to Jeff and Barrett scream at each other at the same time.
We don't scream at each other.
Next
You guys
fact.
just talk over.
Oh, I thought this was funny. Freddy was gonna summon Charles Manson, Ted Bundy, and John Wayne Gacy to aid him in the fight against Jason.
I would have loved that.
That
Oh
would've been-
shit.
Yeah,
That
that's
would've
so
fucking-
cool.
yeah.
Like, I don't want this movie to
Yeah.
change that much.
It
but
sucks OJ is still alive because if he was dead, you could bring OJ.
Oh, what?
Yeah. Why don't we? Yeah.
Freddie could have gone into OJ's dreams and done like Freddy versus OJ.
Write
That
down.
would've been
Write down. We need OJ in our
Okay.
script.
This doesn't
We
make
need
sense.
OJ in our script.
Yeah.
for
This
the
doesn't make
movie
sense
we're
though.
gonna
Charles
write.
Manson was alive when they were writing this movie.
He wasn't.
He was.
Well, maybe Freddy. was
I
gonna-
think this IMDb fact's bullshit.
Maybe.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wow. Did you just fucking at IMDb like
Oh,
that?
shit.
I
Dude,
come at
you
me.
better look at. You better lock your doors tonight
Oh,
because they
God.
have fucking people everywhere.
You know they're
Yeah.
lizard people, right?
You know that?
You know, Beyonce is part of the IMDb universe.
Yeah.
I think she's
Idiot.
part of the Illuminati.
Yeah, same thing.
Oh,
Idiot.
okay. Original endings.
He doesn't know anything.
I don't know what's going on right now.
Dumb.
One of the original endings was so Freddy and Jason continue their battle in hell
I'm into that.
when suddenly, are you aware of Pinhead from the Hellraiser movies?
Oh yeah.
I've never watched Hellraiser.
The first
Me
two,
neither.
I've only seen the first two, and they are
I hear it's
amazing.
awesome. I need that. Ooh, that should. How many Hellraisers are there?
There's like, oh my god, there's like 20 because like
Oh, we should have done that.
most of them are like straight to DVD. But
Oh yeah, well, These should have been straight to fucking trash can.
All right, let's finish the fact. It's been over an hour.
I know.
now
Well, Jeff
that
keeps interrupting me.
I know. That's every episode of this podcast. That's why I go crazy.
But Pinhead comes down the steps and he calmly says, "What seems to be the problem, gentlemen?" But they couldn't do that ending because Miramax owns the rights to Hellraiser. That would have been fucking cool.
And
It would have been cool to add like
a Pinhead,
a third fucking.
Yeah.
Wait,
or no.
so are you saying that Pinhead didn't come back because Harvey Weinstein is a rapist?
Yes.
Yes.
That's what you're saying?
Yes.
Got it. Cool. Just wanted to...
Just wanted to clear that
Just
up.
wanted
I think it would have
Clear it
been better to have the Halloween guy, Michael Myers, come as the third. Tie all these three
I think
together.
it would have been better.
Honestly, yeah.
I think it would have been better to have Mike Myers.
Oh,
Yeah, baby.
wait, are you proposing that we do a Michael Myers versus Michael Myers?
Yeah.
I wrote that sketch so long ago and no one
They
liked
want
it.
Mikey Horn.
Actually, I liked it the whole time. We tried to use it several times. And
No one wanted to use it.
I did.
It's
Well,
gold.
no one else.
You did.
I did. I came up with it.
Okay, rankings.
All right, so we've come to the Molly's favorite moment of the podcast. We're gonna do our rankings, give our final thoughts and final scores.
Molly's favorite part
Molly-
of the podcast when it ends.
Right.
I just like it when I get to talk and Barrett and Jeff aren't interrupting each other.
That is nice.
I don't think we interrupt each other
You
that
interrupt.
much.
It's constant.
I don't
It's
think it's
maddening.
that constant.
I'm not an interrupter, but I have to interrupt to get in.
I was gonna
between
say,
you two
yeah,
thoughts.
like-
Well, I think that's what the problem is. We all have to interrupt.
Okay.
This is how God designed it.
Do you want to go first for the ranking?
Why, thank you, Molly.
Sure,
I really-
thanks, Molly.
Oh, here's
There he
Jeff
goes again.
Fucking Jeff.
Interrupted.
All right.
Thorn in my side.
So, this film, I'm going to rank on a different scale.
Okay.
I liked it so much that I'm not going to rank it on the Regal Jason scale.
Ah,
I'm going to rank it on the every movie scale.
okay.
Okay.
The Vortard scale.
Can you do both?
Jason Vortard.
What's that?
Can you do both? Does that mean you get a 5 on the Jason scale?
On the Jason scale, this movie is a 6, my friend.
Okay. Okay.
Nice.
Damn.
Just want a clarification
Right,
on
it's
that.
6 slashes, but I'm going to give it stars this time.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
because
So
we're
as
on
a
real
movie,
scales.
as a movie,
Okay.
what is this?
Okay.
I give this a 3.5 as a movie. And I like the crossover. It was super fun. I thought it was seamless, and the way they did it was kind of creative to where, like, they had fucking, what's his name? Freddy use Jason
Yeah.
to his own
Yeah, it
end.
was
Yes.
cool.
That was really
Very
cool.
cool.
I thought that was really cool. And then it was super corny and funny. Even the shitty moments made me laugh.
Yeah.
And there were a lot of shitty moments, but they all made me laugh, so it was still fun.
There were fun, shitty moments versus, like, I don't give a shit.
Exactly, yeah. So yeah, 3.5 on a real scale.
Okay.
Nice.
And
Impressive.
And 6 slashes on a...
It's
So
six
this is your
slashes on the
favorite
Jason
one?
scale. This is my favorite one now.
Okay.
It overtook Jason Goes to Hell.
Wow. But you gave 5 out of 5.
I gave that 5 on the Regal scale.
Yeah. What would you give that as actual movie? I'm
Jason's
curious.
slash scale.
I'd probably give that like a 2.5.
Okay. That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. A non-Regal scale.
On the non-Regal scale.
You got to give
yeah.
Regals
You got to give them a chance.
you got to give them a
Yeah,
chance.
Special Olympics.
Regal Lives Matter.
So-
RLM.
My new... I didn't hear that, so I'm not laughing.
Yeah, that's a fair
No,
choice.
continue and act like it never happened.
All right. So, my new hierarchy of the Jason movies. 11.
Nice.
Whoa.
That's this one. 9, 6, 4, 2, 1, 5, 8, 3, 7, 10.
Nice.
All right.
All right.
All right, Molly.
Boom.
Can't believe
You
we've
wanna
gotten
go?
this far.
I know.
I know, right?
Like, when you started listening, I'm starting to be like, I don't remember which one 4 was.
That's why I have a list, because...
Yeah, but you
Yeah.
made the list started being made, like, after 7 movies, so
Right.
it's hard.
Yeah.
And the list is just numbers written in rows, so it's not like explaining what the movie is.
I bet if you listen to 1 through 6, you will hear my rankings change several times because I don't remember what they are.
Oh, I'm still going back and forth on what
All right, so this movie, like I said, it's just the type of horror movie I love. I give it 5 slashes.
Wow, 5?
I just loved it, and I didn't even know Freddy. I thought, as someone who has never watched any of the Freddy Krueger movies, they did a great job introducing his character to people who had never seen that movie.
I agree, yeah.
It was awesome. I liked it a ton. So now, this one is now my favorite.
Wow. Holy shit. We got some new favorites
so
here.
we're going 11, 6, 2, 3, 8, 4, 1, 9, 5, 7, 10.
All right.
Yeah, I'm kind of a little torn on this one. Like,
wait, I thought you loved it.
I totally love this. Like, plot what? Like, okay, what's the scariest Jason we've seen? This one. This one was way scarier than any of the others.
Agreed.
Yeah.
What has the best plot? This one. What's the most fun? This one. Well, maybe not the most fun because, like, I fucking loved 6 and I love 2. Like,
You love 8 also.
Yeah, 8. Oh yeah, 8's when he goes Manhattan.
Yeah.
Fucking fun fucking time.
It's a good
But
time.
all those are like fun in the way of like these are bad dumb movies, but they are so fucking fun. I don't view this one as a bad dumb movie. I view this one as a good movie. This one, I think the real answer here is that Freddy is fucking awesome and Jason sucks.
Yeah, Freddy rules.
And the reason
Jason
this one
rules.
is 5 slashes to me is because of Freddy. Freddy is the reason that made this movie good. He made the whole franchise good. Why did this franchise exist when you could just watch Freddy? Why are we watching these when we could watch Freddy fucking movies?
That's next year.
I don't care about next year, Barrett. I want now.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to golden goose.
I want golden goose.
Honestly, Barrett, there's a good chance that either Jeff or I will die in the next year. We're both
Why am I gonna die?
very unhealthy.
Oh
I'm fine.
gosh,
Yeah.
don't say it.
No, I'm healthier than I've been.
All right, I won't speak for Jeff, even though I mean it. But since he's been so butthurt about
All
it.
right, so what we're going to have to do, I hate to do this, we're going to have to start recording early just in case Austin dies.
It's a good call.
Honestly, if
I'm
you
just
really
saying
die,
that,
it's
like,
going to be awkward.
This movie didn't feel like a normal Jason movie, and that's what made it so fucking good. Like it felt like more of like a Freddy movie, like Molly said. I've seen one Freddy. I've seen New Nightmare, Wes Craven's New Nightmare, which I liked a lot, but Wes Craven's fucking amazing. And this was so much better than any Jason movie that comes out because it added a character that I'm interested in. Jason is a blank slate.
I don't
He
disagree
is a
with you,
robot
honestly.
that just kills. You're not interested in him. The second his fucking mom died, he has no fucking, like,
Yeah.
nothing to go off of.
I like these movies, but I do not disagree with you. I mean, it's hard to defend Jason.
Yeah,
I mean,
right,
it is.
like-
I love these movies.
The only thing, like, the kill scenes weren't as good as the past. The nude scenes weren't as good as the past. But the plot and, like, the overall fun. So, let me go through them. Let's see here. Jorf. It's my name on here.
Dorf.
Was it? This one was 11.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to start with 11. This is my favorite one.
Nice.
Nice.
That's 3 out of 4 so far.
Wow.
I don't know
This is
how to read
everyone's
this
favorite.
list.
Oh my god.
I think 11, 6, 8, 2, 5, 9, 3, 1, 4, 7?
Okay.
I
I
don't
have
know.
no idea what these numbers mean. Which one was fucking
Oh, I know.
Jason goes to space?
The
10.
numbers that were on the hatch.
10's not even listed on mine.
Well, that's because you didn't update it last
Because you
time.
refused to, yeah.
Yeah, it was. You said it wasn't punk rock enough.
Yeah,
So.
you said that's not punk enough.
Okay. Well, 10 doesn't fit my list because that movie is god awful.
Honestly, yeah, terrible.
Jason Goes to
Terrible
Space
film.
shouldn't be considered a film. I can't believe that it came out in theaters. There's so many artistic people in this world, this country. How is that something that got the green light?
You make solid.
How are any of these the ones that got the green light? I'm so fucking pissed right now. Go, Barrett.
Fired up.
Barrett, I gotta walk away.
Wow, I didn't. So Jeff's very upset.
Jeff got angry to the point of puking, so he's now over the balcony. He's vomiting.
Yeah.
I think this movie.
He might fall.
Yeah, this was a pleasant surprise. I remember like when this came out, and like critics were kind of like down on it. They've never really liked these movies, but this one was a lot of fun. I'm kind of with Jeff. Like, I think, you watch this movie and it's like, well, like Freddy's actually awesome. Like,
yeah.
I've only seen the first 2 Freddy movies. I want to watch all these now.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, that recap, like, I was like, it got me stoked. I was like, man, look at all this cool shit that he did.
Right.
Like,
I want to watch all of them now.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, so Halloween is on a Saturday.
Scary.
What if we just do like a murder marathon, a movie marathon?
Yeah.
Not a murder marathon, right?
We aren't killing people on Halloween.
Totally not interested in murder. That wouldn't be a hilarious
Anyway,
prank.
back to Barrett.
No, but yeah, this movie was a lot of fun. I think, man, it's so funny. Like it took them 15 years to come up with a decent script, but like, I mean, they finally nailed it. Like honestly, the story was engaging, and like, it was actually like the way they got Jason to meet up with Freddy was like
the way they got them to fight each other was
perfect. It was so perfect and simple. Yeah. This isn't my favorite one. I know it's all y'all's favorite one, but I still think this is a good movie. I do think the acting is terrible, and
yes.
and you guys.
Is the acting good in any of them?
No,
but it is especially bad.
This one is really bad.
I'd say the second movie has the best acting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, the first. I think the first couple actually pretty good acting, but
I will say this.
Decent acting,
This is one of like maybe 3 movies that demanded good acting.
right.
So it's the only time that you're gonna notice it. Like
Right.
1 and 2, you're not gonna fucking notice bad acting.
Right.
I know you guys laugh at it, but like I think this one might be a little too over the top for me. Like the swinging, the hitting the people like going 50 feet. It's just like a little. I did laugh.
It's excessive.
I laughed my dick off, but like I was just like.
It's not like it happens once. It happens a good
this.
7 times in this movie.
I
mean, a
was-
machete causes someone to not get cut in half, but to fly across the room and hit a wall and not be sliced. What?
Yeah, it's just this one is it's super campy. It's a lot of fun. I don't know. I like this one. If I were to score it, I would probably go like a 4 out of 5.
Okay.
And this is you're still doing on the slasher scale, not the star scale.
This is
Because Austin switched to the stars scale.
This is the
I had
slashes kill.
Okay.
And
is it 4? Or?
I'm giving it a 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5 slashes. I think that's decent. I think that's fair.
That's good.
Yeah,
It's good.
I think it's a great movie. If I were to rank them, you guys are gonna hate me. I'm still 2 is still my favorite.
You son of a bitch!
No, I respect that.
No,
you.
I hate you now.
2
No,
tickles
dude.
my wiener.
Dude,
I don't know. 2
It has that original feeling in 2, and the ending is so good in 2. Like I can get it. I get it.
I'm gonna go 2, 6, 4.
4.
4 is a good one.
Freddy
4
vs.
sucks.
11.
That's his
Which
one.
is this one. 1, 5, 9, 3, 8, 7, 10. So I'm ranking
Why
this
is
one.
8 so low? I don't understand your logic.
Wait,
I
which
don't
one's 8?
care about it.
Well, you have to understand too. Like
That's when he went to Manhattan, bro.
Oh, that one was
you
bad.
have to understand. Like I actually like all these movies. Like I think the only one I think that is a legit bad movie in the series is like X.
But
Yeah,
I think,
that
I think
one's-
you like
yeah.
all movies, period.
Except Jason X.
No,
I'm saying
no.
all movies in general.
Except Jason X.
Except Ghostbusters.
He just saw Borat
2016.
2 the other night, and he said it was good.
Right, but
It
that
was
movie.
fine.
I haven't seen that one yet,
It's
but
bad.
it's probably better than Jason X.
That's not
That
true.
movie
I don't
was
like
bad.
Ghostbusters 2016.
That's just because you're fucking sexist.
That's
Yeah,
true.
true.
Yeah.
All right. Well, anyway. All right. So we got one more. Holy shit! One more
One more what?
movie
Film.
to watch.
Oh, I thought it was another category.
I know,
I was
I was
like, I
like-
thought we were done.
It's been an hour and a half.
All right. So
This one
The-
needs editing.
the series finale is going to be in a couple days. It's the Friday the 13th, 2009 reboot remake.
I'm really excited.
I'm
Same.
so excited.
It's been like 11 years since I've seen it, so I'm really excited to revisit it.
I hope it doesn't.
So I will
let me
leave you with what was that song we sung at the beginning?
You
You
are
Fred!
everybody. You are everybody.
Yeah, that's better.
You are
Freddy Finger Jason. Dun, dun. Wait, well, I don't forget what we sung.
It was
Freddy did it.
You
You
like
sharp the
showdown.
finger in. It
No,
was
no.
always Freddy. It was never Jason.
Freddy did it. Finger Jason. It was on the screen.
Which one of these fingers are not like the other? Which one of these fingers are in Jason's ass?
All right, we will see you next time on the miniseries finale.
Boom, boom, boom.
Ooh, baby.
Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Does that sound like